So, since I have forgotten to record the past 2 wither fights, I feel like I owe you guys one. So, I went to the nether, got 1 skull, I got 2 skulls, and I got 3 skulls. Now, it's time to kill the wither. I literally started building the wither again, and I wasn't recording. I almost beat him a 3rd time without recording. But this time, I'm remembering. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get back just so the explosion doesn't hurt us. Put on our chest plate for safety in case it somehow escapes. You never know what could happen. Wow, this is easy. What an action-packed battle. We got the star. But anyways, welcome back to Minecraft Hardcore Season 3, Episode 26 on day 1280. So, all I've really done since last episode is, got the wither skulls. I did... Actually, no, that is it. I thought I did something else, but I don't think I did. So, in today's episode, we're actually going to be going back to the Sacred Isle and doing some work there. Because, well, I've been kind of putting it off for a few days now. That's mainly just because I don't even know where to start. I have no idea where to start with this project. Because it's so massive. It's such a massive project, So, I think I have an idea as to what we can do, though. So we're going to be doing that. But first I'm thinking we get a bamboo farm set up here at Spawn Chunks so that we can get a good steady supply of that coming through. And I'm thinking what I do is I tear down the zero-tick sugarcane farms from 1.15 and use some of the materials from that. Okay, we got a nice clean canvas here now. I think I'm just going to do it a simple kind of farm where just observers at the top detect when the bamboo is at the top, and then it shoots out a piston and at the bottom to kind of knock it down, and then we have a hopper minecart running underneath the bottom to kind of, pick up the items, and then it'll just go up to the system and into the big storage unit. Okay, so if I do that, that should run back and forth, just like that. And then we're going to have some grass on the top here, just like this. And that's where the bamboo is going to go. I don't know how high I want to make this thing, actually go. So let me just kind of get up here, and we can do that and that. So if we have black glass there, we're going to need pistons all along the bottom. So it shaves it as low as it can. And then I'm going to need more glass, which luckily I have this stuff here. And I also have a black dye shulker box. Okay, so maybe this is a good height. And then we'd have the observers will need to detect. And that's how they place. So I'm going to have to get behind the thing. Like so. So, I know I don't have to have observers on every single block, Like, it doesn't require this many observers. I could just have it every other block, but screw that. I'm doing it my way. Just like that. So now I need to do the redstone for this thing, which shouldn't be too bad. I have an idea of how I can do it. So this system here should work. The observers power the repeaters, which power these blocks, and then because of that the redstone dust gets activated, and then below it powers another repeater and then redstone, which turns on the pistons. So if I get some rockets in my inventory and just let's see here. If I break this and I'll just use stone. Yep, all the pistons fire. Perfect. So now, we just need to get the bamboo in. How am I going to do this? I'll break in through the top, I guess. Perfect. Bamboo on every block. Looks like it. Yup. And fly on out. And wait for it to grow. And when it does, we should get some harvest. to see. I know bamboo doesn't take super long to grow, so it shouldn't take that long. But another thing I want to do is I want to set up the cocoa bean, like a little bit of cocoa bean thing behind here, like a little growth area. So I'm gonna go ahead, go back to spawn chunks, not spawn chunks, to farming village, get some what's it called, some jungle logs from the jungle trees we have there, and yeah, then I'll get some cocoa beans growing. Okay, so I managed to grab 2 cocoa beans from the jungle in the previous episode, so if we place them down, I think we can, yes, we can bone meal them, which is kind of weird. It just doesn't feel right, but we can, so we're just gonna grow as many of these as we can, and I'm gonna use one of them to brown our wood shulker brown. That sucks. That's going to mean we are 1 short. But now we have 1 brown dye. The first bit of brown dye. So let's get this out. Do that. Boom. Our wood shulker box is finally brown. Look at it. Our shulker box just looks... Or not a shulker box. Our ender chest looks so complete now. Like, it looks ridiculous. Actually, I still need these out. But yeah, the bamboo is growing pretty fast. Maybe I could use... Nah, I'll wait to... It's growing fast. I don't need to use bone meal on it. So now, I'm thinking... Would 2 rows be enough for bamboo? I think for now it will, so... Let's give 2 rows for bamboo. And then if we come up here, we can... put in the bamboo here. No, not right there. And right there, and then I can split this and split it evenly once again. So now, if I get my redstone shulker box back out, and get 1 hopper, we can connect it back up to the system. Boom. So now, the bamboo should be harvested and sent up into the storage system. So basically what I want to do... Why are clouds turned on? Okay, those are off now. Good. So basically what I want to do today over here at the Sacred Isle, lag, is... what I want to do has to do with this center circles, right? So as you guys remember, this center plateau is going to come up higher. It's going to be like up around here. And then there's going to be the quartz castle on the top, right? And so basically what I'm thinking about doing is I want to, in here, you can see this little thing here, right? This signifies how the cliff is going to, like, come down to the actual floor of this whole place. Now, this isn't actually going to be correct, or it's not going to stay, because this circle actually has to be raised up higher. Which I'm not entirely sure how much higher I want to raise it above the water. Maybe 10 blocks or something. That was a nice voice crack, by the way. But what I'm thinking we do is we get rid of all, like, the seagrass, the kelp, that sort of stuff, right? And then we kind of at least start the process of digging out everything that we don't want in the way. Because remember, the island cliffs are going to come down over here and over here. And at the bottom, there's going to be a big river. So I want this whole thing at the bottom flat. And I want to mark out the general kind of, like, the circle of the actual river itself. So I'm not sure how far down I want to make it. I think this is a good spot. Like right here, 31. Y equals 30, 30. I think 30 is a better one just because it's, you know... better. I don't know. So I'm actually going to be using some beacons with haste to do that. And I'm also going to set up some conduits so that we can breathe under the water. But what I'm thinking we do is we raise up the island here in the plateau in the middle. So what about 8 blocks? I'm trying to get an idea of how this looks. That could be good. I'm thinking 8 works. I'm thinking 8 works. So I'm just going to mirror this circle up here and then break the bottom one so that this is in the correct spot and stuff. Okay, so I have been doing quite some work. You're gonna see here. Boom. Whoa. It looks really weird without the thing sticking out from the center, but it looks better. I like it like this. I like it like this a lot more. So, it looks bigger too. It looks a lot bigger now that those are gone. I also want to raise this up to the right level. I think that's the right level. Looks like it. And then boom, 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 boom. I just want to mark out where the center is so I can still see it. But yeah, I think it's time we carry on. We're gonna set up a conduit or two, and then we're gonna mark out kind of how it's gonna come down to the 2y = 30 on each of the edges of the circles and the corners as well, and then we can start digging at the bottom of the ocean. Uh-oh. That's an issue. We still need 7 more shells. Maybe I have some more over at the farming village that I never put into my valuables chest. Hopefully we do. It doesn't look like we have any here. Maybe in mob drops? That's an issue. Yeah, that's definitely an issue. There's none in any of the chests. Well, I think what we're gonna have to do then is we're gonna have to go hunt for... what are they called? We're gonna have to go hunt for drowns. So I'm getting out the Skelly Slayer, the Smite Sword. We're just gonna go back to the Sacred Isle, find a underwater city, like the ruined cities under the water, and start killing drowns, and hope we get lucky enough to find 7 with Nautilus shells. Second drowned, and we already got one. Nice. This is actually right next to the Sacred Isle. The Sacred Isle is just over there, as you can see, so kind of nice that we have this thing so close. We could also fish for these, so in theory we could set up an AFK fish farm, but I'm not the biggest fan of using those. They're not... I don't really think they're cheatsy. I mean, if it's in the game and it's... I mean, I guess it isn't really intended, but I just don't... I'm not a fan of using them that much. There's number 2. Nice and easy. Smite swords are so OP. Like, seriously, look at this. Netherite smite swords are ridiculous. And there's number 3. We already only need 4 more. This is easy as hell. You have a trident. Not what I'm looking for, but I'll take it. You have to give it to me now. Oh, you bitch. So, I've been going 20-ish minutes, and I have 5, but I wanted to bring you guys back to say that there's 2 trident guys. Not 1, but 2 right here. I've seen 2 or 3 other dudes with tridents so far, but it's rare that I see trident guys this close together. None from him. Where'd the other one go? Did he despawn? Looks like he despawned. I know there was 2. Where the hell did he go? None of you guys have shells. I have one in my ender chest, so I only need 2 more, is it? Yeah, 2 more, and I'll be able to make a conduit. There's like an invisible drowned. I was just getting hit by something. There's like an invisible drowned right there. I need explanations. What the... What? Where the fuck is it? What? I'm relogging. Hopefully this fixes the issue. What the hell is going on? Yeah, there you are. Fucking bitch. While we're here, maybe I should get the Prismarine I need for this thing? Yeah, screw it. Let's do it. Let's just get the Prismarine. Let's just break into the top here. I'll just start mining a bit. get the Prismarine, and then we don't have to worry about coming back here afterwards. There he is. There it is, dude. The last Nautilus shell we need. We have another one in my valuables chest, but... What? That's new. I haven't seen this one. Yeah, I have no clue where the fuck I am. I'm, like, really far out. Like, actually. I'm not lost. I know which direction is spawn chunks, but, like... It's been, like, 40 minutes. I've been going, like, 40 minutes now. So... It's been quite annoying, because I found out that apparently drowns don't respawn. Like, I thought that... I know that they spawn a lot in these underwater, like, ruined cities, but they don't seem to respawn in them. Like, here you saw there was a bunch, but they don't seem to respawn back in these cities more often than anywhere else. So, I was kind of having to find new ruins every time. Give me your trident, boy. I have two. One of them's enchanted that I got, so that's kind of cool, but you don't necessarily need them. I mean, I could get a Riptide Trident instead of a channeling one, but, like, does anyone really use Riptide? I sure don't. Whoa! Another one. That's interesting. I don't know how This is new terrain, because I saw that water flow down. So I haven't been here before. That's weird. So, I don't know how I haven't. This is straight east of spawn chunks. And I went out in, like, every direction in one unreleased episode. Like, a few thousand blocks out. So I don't know how I haven't seen this area yet. Honestly, I didn't even know the ocean was this big. Like, this definitely connects to, like, back to the ocean where the Sacred Isle is. Also, this would have been, like, a great area for the Sacred Isle, but it's kind of far from spawn, and I don't like it. Like, right there, that would have been a good spot. I wonder if I've been here. I had to have been here. We're only, like, 800 blocks off spawn. Let's check. Yeah, I've been here. Okay. I recognize that ravine. Spawn chunks is right over here. Yep. Okay. I wonder if that's where we got our first enchanted apple then. Because that was kind of in the right area. Yeah, I'm gonna fly back over to the Sacred Isle now and make the conduit, start work on the stuff. And here we are. We can now make a conduit. Boom. We got it. We got it. I also have the nether star out again, so I can... What am I trying to get out here? I need that, and I need... That's it, actually. I just need 1, 2, 3. And then I need glass, which I have a shulker. I have plenty of glass at Farming Village. I'll just bring the whole shulker box. Screw it. So I believe we need 5 glass. And then, yep, there's a beacon. And then if I come into the iron chest... We've got 2 beacons, which I'm going to set up now. I believe you need 2 stacks plus 36, right? There we go. So we now have all the supplies for 2 beacons and 1 conduit. With the speed we were getting the Nautilus shells at the beginning of, you know, when we were hunting for them, I was like, okay, I'll just farm up, like, 15, and then I'll use one of my shulker box for 16 and get 2 of them, because I believe 2 conduits. Well, no, in the old, when I tried to build this before but never finished, this was smaller, but 2 conduits almost covered the entirety of the water, but I don't think that'll be happening this time, so we'll just have to move the conduit around. And then in terms of where we're putting the beacon, I'm thinking we go out, like, diagonally from here, and then in the opposite direction as well. Maybe, like, right here would work. So we have the two beacons set up, and I think they're in like the same spot in regards to the center circle here. I kind of measured out, I think it's the same block, but I might have been one off, so I'm not entirely sure. God, I suck at flying. But I want to see, does it reach us when we're in the center? I think it does. It should. Yeah, it does. Now, what about... I should probably sleep first before I test this. So I don't think it will, but I'm going to come all the way to, like, the middle here. And I'm going to see how far out I have to go to get haste. Wow. Looks like I did not choose good spots for these things. I mean, I knew I'd have to move them, but... But it can reach the center? How? Wow. So, like, the box for the beacons, like, line up perfectly here then. They must. Because I was, like, right here and wasn't getting the effect. But now we need to figure out where we're going to put the conduit down. Where we're going to put it first. Now, that spot there and that's... does it have it over here, too? Yeah, okay. So, like... This area and that area are going to be the really annoying parts to mine out because those are where there's the most, like, chunk, you know? It's very chunky here. So, I'm trying to decide whether I'd want to start with the easy stuff or the hard stuff. Maybe we don't go too difficult first, like we start it here. And then we can go to, like, the easier stuff next and then go to the really hard bit. Okay, so then we place the conduit, get rid of that, and boom. Ah, we have conduit power. That's really nice. That's really, really nice. So, one reason I'm actually one good thing about this is we're gonna get some gravel from the seafloor, so we'll be able to use that for spawn chunks as well, along with using the piglin bartering system to get some. But I'm not really sure how I'm actually gonna start mining this out. I know just like I should just get started on it right away, but like where do I begin? What would be best? There's a pretty high up spot here, but it's not like very big. It just goes up a little ways. So maybe we get rid of this part first. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of start chopping these things down. So I'm thinking that since this is actually going to take a while to mine out everything in that area, I'm actually going to do this in a form of a montage like I did back in episode 12. So, yeah, if no hardcore episode comes out for a few days, this is why. So I will most likely see you guys in a few days. Ugh, 1/4 done. More than 1/4 of the way done. But unfortunately, the rest is going to take very, very long. Holy shit, guys. Wow, it feels good to be talking to you guys again. I've been at this place digging for like a week straight now. It's got to be almost a week at this point, and quite a lot has happened, as you guys have seen from that little montage. Most obviously, this place is completely dug out, but also my inventory is looking a little bit different. Since I want to be able to see the better netherite textures better, right? I decided to just change the enchant glint so it's not as obnoxious, I guess. And I've also temporarily replaced my bow with the comically large fork because I want to be able to use projectiles underwater against like the drowns and stuff, but arrows don't fly very well underneath there. And then I also have the speedy boy in my hotbar as well, so I can do like this, you know, just to kind of it took me until like the past few hours to finally make a Riptide Trident. I don't know why it took me so long. I just suddenly realized, I was like, you know, a Riptide Trident would really be useful when doing this so that I can just fly around easily. But, of course, the most obvious thing that I've completed is this. Holy shit, this took so long, dude. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus, dude. As you guys know, if you've watched the past few episodes, I mentioned that I've done this project before. I never finished it, though, due to reasons. And when I first initially started building that, I finished digging out everything I needed to in, like, a day. It took me a day or so to dig out everything. Maybe 2 days. Because it was a lot deeper, but here it's taken me like a week, and the past 3 days I have done nothing but eat, sleep, and dig here. Literally, I spent like 3 days ago, I started grinding at like 4 p.m. and didn't stop until like 2:30 a.m. and I had a total of an hour long break probably. And then I did almost the same thing for yesterday. I did the same thing. So I guess it was only 2 days ago. And then today I started at 4 p.m. again. And now it's like 1:30 a.m. So I have been grinding like hell here at the Sacred Isle. One thing I kind of pointed out early on in the montage, I don't know if you noticed it's what I was doing, but I pulled up my F3 screen and moved my mouse around here because I decided to lower it down to 32 instead of whatever it was before. I can't even remember. But something that's really exciting is right over here, we have a diamond skeleton. Look at him. His fucking diamond armor. I don't know how rare that is. I know it's like stupid fucking rare to find any mob with diamond armor. I think his bow and his chestplate are enchanted. Yeah, it's this bow and chestplate by the looks of it. But yeah, that's awesome that we have him. I name tagged him too with one of the name tags I have prepared in my valuables shulker box, just in case I ever find a rare mob that I want to keep, so he will never despawn. Also, towards the end there, just from sitting around here in the water, I managed to kill and get 8 more Nautilus shells. I think I got 9 total. So I have another conduit ready to go, but the conduit's range is a lot bigger than I thought, so it wasn't really that big of a deal that I only had 1. I just had to move it around a few times, and it was good. I also got my third beacon out, as you can see. Towards the end, I just figured there's a reason why I figured I could take it out, which I'll show you guys soon. But yeah, I got the third one out. Yeah, it's weird that I can finally start mining all this stuff away. My pickaxes and shulker box, or my pickaxes and shovels are quite messed up. They're not too bad at the moment, but when I got to a point like 3 separate times where all of my netherite pickaxes were about to die, and I had to go to the end realm to repair them. So you can tell I've been using a lot of pickaxes. Shovels I never really had to repair. I went and repaired a few one time, but other than that, we weren't mining nearly as much gravel, dirt, and sand as we were stone, which should be obvious. One thing you can probably notice is the return of the coal tower. If you guys remember when I was blowing up spawn chunks, whenever I wasn't draining, if I didn't need to drain anything, I was just collecting coal, and I used all the coal to make a tower. But this one is a lot bigger. Not only is it a lot taller, but it's 5x5 instead of 4x4. And that's mainly because I didn't have to go out of my way to collect the coal. I just had to mine it anyways. And one reason, I think this could have taken me a day, like I could have finished this a day earlier if I didn't make an effort to collect all of the blocks that I mined. Basically, every so often after I was finished mining some bits out, I would collect all the items which had floated up to the ocean, the surface, and I loaded them into shulker boxes, and then once all the shulkers were full, I took them over there and put them into storage, which, if I fly over there, you're gonna see the storage has gotten a little, out of hand. Oh, Jesus Christ. Practically all of these are completely filled. Almost every single one of these chests are completely filled. So this row is kelp. I have a few full of kelp, and then I have another chest here with kelp. To the right is diorite, andesite, granite, and then iron ore, and any other random blocks I picked up like clay. So this goes all the way to the top. It comes over here. No, that's gravel. Comes over here, down a little more, and then there's more scattered around these chests. This is all the sand I collected, but we collected a good amount of gravel, as you can see. The top one and this one, and do I have a... Okay, no, I have a little bit more there. And then I have a few full of dirt. But then, what's in all of these ones, you may ask? Well, this row of chests are filled with stone, and every single chest to the left of it are filled with stone. That is how much stone I have. Every single one is filled with stone. Except, I think, yeah, these two are empty, and this one has a little bit. So, needless to say, I have a lot of fucking stone. And actually, if we go to statistics real quick, and go to items, and go to times mined, we have mined over 300,000 stone total. Oh my god, dude. You see, I mined 18,000 andesite, 17,000 granite, and 15,000 diorite. So, yeah, I've mined quite a lot of shit doing this. I think if I actually go back into statistics and items and times used, yeah, I've used a netherite pickaxe 342,000 times. And that's why I decided to bring my third beacon out, because remember, the only reason I had a mine down there is because I knew I was going to need a lot of stone to make the cliff walls for this project. And, well, as you can see from the amount of stone I have, that's clearly no longer an issue. But yeah, this has been an insane week of digging. It's ridiculous how much I've been just grinding, and I am really tired. really tired, and this is why this episode took so long to come out. So, apologies for how long it took. I didn't really realize this was going to take me an entire damn week until I was like a day and a half in. I had finished, like, because the thing is, the first portion I decided to tackle was, I started from, like, right over there, you see, like, right over above my head, and I worked left. And the thing is, the left, that scared me, what the hell? This section, most of it I didn't even have to mine out. Like you can see, I actually had to raise it right above my head. I had to mark out the edge of the circle and you can just see the big spots that I had to fill in because at some spots it went below 32. So I finished that on like the day after I did the last recording. And then it took me like an entire day to do that section, this quadrant. It took me an entire day to do that quadrant. And then today I knocked out that quadrant and the center. I wasn't actually planning to do the center, but once I got to this final quadrant, I realized with the way I'm going to be wanting to drain the water, it'll be smart to get rid of the center because I knew I was going to have to mine it out anyways because we're going to have a thing that sweeps across, I think, and it would get caught on the blocks if I didn't mine it out, so it was just kind of smart to do that. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be working on next here at the Sacred Isle. I'm thinking we start work on the cliff walls along the outside, but we can do some testing. I have some ideas for what we're going to be doing next episode to find out what exactly we're going to be doing next. But if you guys remember the day count at the beginning of the episode, I believe it was like, what? I think it was almost, I don't know. I think it was in the 1,200s. Now we're almost on day 1,500, as you can see right here. Oh my god, I have been busting my ass here. So yeah, again, apologies it took so long. I took a break day to film the hardcore but I can't regen episode and get that one out for you, just to give you guys something to watch while I'm grinding away here. But before I make this episode 40 minutes long, I think I just need to end the episode. I think either in between episodes or at the start of next episode, I'm gonna mine this tower down. So yeah, with everything out of the way, thank you all for watching this episode of Minecraft Hardcore. If you enjoyed, leave a like to let me know, and subscribe if you want to see more videos in the series and content similar to this. Please, I worked so hard on this episode. But yeah, see you guys next time.